Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading once again. This time we're going to be using reversals, as you can tell by now, and I'm going to have you pick from 3 different cards, 3 different piles as per usual. We're going to be exploring your abundance. What is it that is holding you back, and how can you help it along? So if you're wanting to know about your abundance, stick around. So Spirit, show me what I need to see for abundance for pile number 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So the first pile is the Fool. Hopefully I won't burn the tart out of myself. Could happen though, might be amusing. Second pile, the Magician, as I throw him away. It's a very delicate balance if you can't tell. And the third pile is the 4 of Air. So take a peek at your cards. Hopefully you won't see anything combusting on camera. Again, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And with that, I'll see you at your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose this pile, this reading is for you. So we're starting off out of the gate already with the Fool card. I love the Fool card. If you guys, and you probably are, read your own tarot cards or have your channel, or if you're obsessed like the rest of us with exploring the world of tarot, you probably have an idea what the Fool is about. But this is talking about the perfect number. It's a beginning. There's pretty much the complete circle, almost like everything comes back around to you. I'm even noticing a rainbow here. And of course, this child calling forth whatever that she's calling forth. And in your case, I'm feeling abundance. So I feel like you're being open to things. I think that you're traveling a little bit lighter, which is a traditional meaning of this card. You could be someone that is taking inventory of your life and deciding what to discard and what to move forward with. Now, I am seeing all these like really pretty lights that I didn't really kind of notice before. And it could be that you're just looking and inspecting about where the past has gotten you up to date, kind of like taking inventory again and deciding, okay, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, but I really did like this experience or these people in my life and things of that nature. So I feel like you're taking stock, but you are in motion already. So you guys are already kind of like counting the cost or making room in your lives to bring forth something totally new, more abundance. Some of you guys are actually doing spring cleaning, getting rid of old stuff, making your home, whatever that may look like, whether it's just a room or you have a mansion or whatever apartment. It doesn't make a difference. Wherever your home is, you know, your residence, your choice. But I feel like some of you guys are making room in your lives for something, and that something would be called abundance. It could be that you are wanting to make room for someone. For example, even if you don't have someone in mind necessarily, like the person, but perhaps you're into feng shui is a word that I kept hearing. I'm like, why can't I articulate this? So feng shui could be real important to you, something that drives your interest, and you're deciding to go ahead and give this a whirl. So maybe you have invested in getting like a small bagua, or you have contracted someone who is skilled with feng shui and you are heeding their advice. Okay, so perhaps you're someone who decided, for example, you can't see it. I guess I can move this. So that all of your artwork in your home has couples in it. That is not just a solitary female or a solitary male, whatever your case may be, right? Because then that would welcome in more energetically, it would just welcome in more solitude. So it's not a pair thing. Anyways, that kind of an idea. So you might be working with numbers, you might be working with colors. to bring about more abundance. Some of you are working into like doing the 3 coins with the Asian representation with the red cords and things like that, whatever the case may be. I feel like you are ready to let go of a lot of things. I feel like you're coming also from a place of purity. Like, it's like, I don't really know exactly what I want, but I'm welcoming whatever the universe is. So I feel like there's an element of innocence and trust in you. Knowing that letting go of old things, outmoded things, things that have weighed you down energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally, are being let go of. And this could be a really difficult process. This could be actually going through your belongings and getting rid of junk, like some of us need to do, namely me. You know, old papers or just things that have no place in your life or in your heart any longer. Okay, I'm taking that jump. This is, oh yeah, look. So the 4 of fire, this really talks about stability, just like setting up home, setting up residence. Maybe you are looking at moving into a new home. Maybe you are looking into moving in with someone, whatever the case may be. This talks about laying out a new foundation, a new home, a new 4 corners of your world, a new, I heard law and order. So whatever that means to you. It could be maybe you guys are entering the military or the police academy and you're needing to clean out things in order to make it more balanced. So however this fits your story, then that's just how it goes. I feel like also you're having, some of you guys are new into meditation or re-embracing your meditation practice and things like that. It's going to be really helpful to help you find that solid ground within yourself. And I feel like wings, so some of you guys are actually leaving home or again, establishing a new home that is just new for you. And whatever that looks like. Some of you guys are into nature and wanting to get your messages clear, doing some breath work and getting your own messages from nature. That is where your abundance is going to come. That is where your stability lies, and that is where tranquility lies for you as well. What else do we need to know about this abundance? For my palette number 1, please show me now. 7 of water, you have a lot of options. Pile number 1. So I would say take inventory with the same care that you are taking to let things go that just don't matter anymore, or even things that maybe have like a nice dollar amount assigned to it, something pricey that perhaps someone gave you, but it just brings like sadness or grief or whatever. You're letting things go. In the same way that you're letting things go, it's going to be really important to take inventory of what it is that you have available to you. You know, all of these different fish, even like, actually, if you look really close, let's see if we can zoom in on this. Sorry about the shaky camera. See if I can close in on that. So if you look right here, these are mostly fish, but then you have a shell right up here. And it's like, I don't know if there's a creature living in there actively swimming, but my first thought was, well, that's not like a viable option. Okay, so it's going to be really important for you to sit in a place where you're sitting in authenticity and listing your assets and what you have available and your different options. For example, like I could move to LA, I could move to a different country, I could, you know, just go on road trips, I could live the band life, whatever the case may be for you, or moving in with friends, however your story goes. But it's going to be really important because I see these little almost like conch shells. They're translucent at this point in time right here. So I feel like you could have the beginnings of clairaudience, and it's going to be important to listen to those messages for you. That's why I would suggest writing them down and then crossing off the ones that are like a real far shot. It's like, yeah, it's going to entail all this, that, and the other. Am I willing to do that now? It's more of an entrapment, or it's going to kind of bog me down, or I'm out of my depth here, whatever the case may be. And I would just narrow it down to at least 3 viable things that are really meant for you, that really fit kind of your prototype of what you would like to do, who you would like to be, where you would like to go, whatever the case may be, whatever abundance looks like to you. If this is involving relationships only, and that's what you're thinking as far as like abundant, and you want to bring like the correct person, you may have, like they say, many fish in the sea. Just be aware of what it is that you want. Do you want somebody that is going to help illuminate your path, more spiritual, somebody who's just showy and flamboyant, or somebody who's just a hard worker and salt of the earth, or somebody who just exists? So there's so many different ways that this reading can go, pile number one. Okay, so what do we need to know about pile number one's abundance, please? What is, like, I guess the best case scenario if we do the work, if we're stable and actually trying to get in touch with what Spirit has to say and allowing things to come for us that are good for us? What is the best that we can expect? Show me now. The Queen of Air reverse. So that's interesting. I'm going to show you upright. So maybe there is a need for you to be in this energy a little bit, and the best thing to come is that you can actually stand up for yourself, be a little bit bitchy, be a little bit even if you're a man, I don't really care, be a little bit decisive about this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and know your own mind. Okay, the Queen of Water is coming up. We're going to get more clarity on that. It's okay also to be emotional, and also not always to have all the answers. Okay, because right here it's like you don't have to be the one that starts everything. You don't have to be the one that, oh, this is my brainchild, I have all the abundance. Allow people and situations and nature and life to bring you ideas, and to bring you newness, and to bring you that cup of emotion. Okay, because I feel like perhaps this is saying that you've been in a masculine energy for a long time. You're used to be the one that provides the ideas, provides the notion, provide the resources. You provide the house, the job, whatever the case may be, and you are like the fire starter, almost like the Empress. I'm the one who creates the home, the hearth, and all of this. Well, allow for a big transformation to happen. Okay, so with the number 13, that reduces to number 4, interestingly enough. So there's a lot, like the take charge moments of your life are great, but now Spirit's asking for you to open your hands and to allow things to come to you. And have more a feminine approach to things, and more of, and what I mean by that is just passive, like, and I struggle with that a lot, just allowing things to come to you and see what offers are viable for you, and be still, knowing that you don't have to constantly push for things and use force, maybe brutal force. This might cause some anxiety, and I can well relate to this story. Being up at night, just having anxious thoughts, not being sure. And once again, the conch shells right here indicating that you are clairaudient, and that you are sometimes even clairsentient. You just know things. You don't need to exactly have 100% the answers. So this is about even writing down 9 things that are like stressing you out. It could be control issues. Maybe you're somebody that's a type A, and the situation calls for your abundance to be able to come to you in a gentle, rolling way. I heard very fluid. Okay, it's not about control and you being a go-getter. We already know you can do those things. So it's about allowing these thoughts to fall away necessarily. You don't have to have like a tight grip on all the answers. Griselle, that's me. I obviously struggle with that. So this is going to allow you, once you eliminate all these birds circling and circling around your head, all of that anxiety, that stress, the not knowing, the needing for control, and that's part of what's bogging you down and even blocking your own abundance. Okay, yeah, so it's a stalemate. It's like I can't just let go. I have to really figure out things on my own, and the stalemate can involve, maybe you're in a stalemate with another person, you have like a decision to make, you're not making it, and perhaps you're listening to other people and protecting your own heart, knowing you need to make a decision once again but not making it. So it's just a need to go within. All of this emotion that rocks the ocean, right, is exhausting. It could be mental exhaustion. So it's a time, yeah, just to rest the mind, to allow spirit, like to throw that fishing line into the water and say, this is what I want. And abundance comes to me. And just like that, I'm free. That could be like your mantra for a while, right? When you do maybe some gentle yoga, some fluid stretching, whatever it is that you do, meditation practices. So we have the star right here. This is how to attain your goal, is not to get caught up in your mind and into the hardcore knowledge of things and the logistics, but just to really be fluid and see what comes your way. You have the moon right here, so it could be through the next cycle of the moon. Whenever you're watching these are timeless, that you will have your answer and you'll have what it is that you want, and you will be able to, like, you'll be able to contain your emotion, because it's like, oh my gosh, this is what I've always wanted, that kind of a thing. She's got a star crowning her head, so it could be that you guys get launched into like stardom or popularity, or you attain that wish, that dream. Maybe you get the freedom that you want, or the plot of land that you've always wanted, the job that you wanted, whatever abundance is for you, the emotional fulfillment that you want as well. Okay, and the last card I have for you is Strength. This is the ultimate abundance card. So this is, look at this. Okay, I want to show you again, so I'm not making this up. Check this out. This is all about you. We know you're strong, we know you're decisive, we know that you're a go-getter, but it's about getting into a gentler energy. This is about she who conquers with gentleness. A gentle word can turn away wrath. This is about knowing your strength and not having to force things, not having to push and Rubik's Cube things until they are perfect. It's just about allowing things to be as they are and just being very gentle, and being in that feminine power, being willing to be vulnerable. Like the Queen of Water just holds all of her emotions to herself, and she just doesn't speak. Even if she's emotional, she will just keep that and continue like suppressing it, pressing it down far down. And so then the Queen of Air is just about not speaking your truth. Okay, but all of that, your strength is going to be found in your abundance, is when you actually let go of all of those traits, knowing that you have the skills to bring all of that forward if you need to. But now is the time to be receptive, to be open-handed, and to be open-hearted. With that, I will leave you. Much love to you, much light to you. Abundance for sure is yours if you can embrace that gentleness in you. And with much love, namaste. Do smash that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And for your repeat offenders, thank you for stopping in. Pile number 2. I want to show you this gorgeous card right here. You chose the Magician. So I'm going to say that you have your eye on the ball, and even Spirit and your ancestors are supporting you. I feel like you could even be in deep communion with the other side, that you actually get your own downloads and messages, that you're able to focus with singularity. I feel like whatever it is that you want to manifest, whatever you want to bring into motion and step forward for you, is being done a little bit in shrouds. I heard like shroud of darkness, but I feel like you're not really telling many people that. It's perhaps something that you are just keeping to yourself, which I feel like is a wise thing right at this point in time. I do feel like you're deeply connected to the water because of the ripple effects, and I feel like you intuitively know, even if you don't have like a tangible knowing, that even a drop of water can cause like a ripple. And in the same way, whatever seed that you want to plant or sow, whether it's putting like a bug in somebody's ear, or whether it's putting out there into the universe and saying, I really want to manifest this, or I welcome this into my life, whatever the case may be, that all of those things actually accumulate and make big differences, but they do start out small. So I feel like whatever you want to manifest, your type of abundance, is actually in the works, and that you've seen little ripples of it headed your way. Now, let's see what else we get for you before we go any further. So Show me what I need to see. For pile number 2, you chose the Magician card. Number 2, show me more about this abundance and why is the Magician here, please? Show me now. Okay, Queen of Cups. So maybe being a little bit over emotional. It could be a little bit all over the place. This could be stating that you definitely watch your emotions and that you are careful not to spill your emotions everywhere. Or at least that is the intent. And I heard loose lips sink ships. So I feel like this could be actually someone around you that maybe that's not even you. This could be someone around you that doesn't have the ability to hold a secret, okay? So you don't want to share much with them about your progress or your trajectory, anything like that. Now I have the 7 of Earth right here, and this talks to me about you taking a look at your assets. And you are really contemplating, wondering, debating, and really mulling over what it is that you spent your time, energy, effort, your blood, sweat, your tears on. You're looking to see, okay, what collaborative efforts have really brought me any fruition, like any abundance maybe, who threw in their lot with me. You know, you're looking at everything in the form of like, is this helping me gain the abundance that I want? And so whatever it is, this is a time of kind of thinking through things and not repeating cycles. At least that's the intent. So I feel like you could be in that mode of taking inventory again of your life. That makes perfect sense to me, and where you spent your energy and the bulk of your time focused on. So what else? Why is the 7 of Earth here, please? As far as abundance goes, we're looking to abundance for my pile number 2s. Show me now. Okay, so I heard personal power. So you are actually gaining your personal power. You are pretty much reducing, I heard, your carbon footprints. Okay, if you guys know what that is, go with it. If it doesn't pertain to you, you can toss it out. But I feel like some of you guys are really considering and looking into how much effort you put into the world and what does abundance look like to you. Is it maybe perhaps like a beautiful green yard? Is it, you know, bringing you money? Or is it extra time that you can have to spend with loved ones, or nature, or hiking, or doing what you love, whatever that looks like to you? And you have the Page of Fire here. So this literally can be addressing a child, but for most of you, I feel like this is a Page of Fire. This is like what gives you that new excitement, that new desire. And I feel like this could be blooming from something even perhaps that you have laid down a long time ago as like, oh, that's not worth my time, or I really love it, enjoy it, but you left it by the wayward. Or it can be something igniting that's completely different, but it is a new passion. And so I'd love to see that for you, for the Magician. So maybe you have a new hobby, a new desire, a new point of focus. Show me what I need to see. Why is the Page of Fire here, please? For my pals number 2. Thank you. Okay, so things are becoming uncovered. Well, maybe you're unearthing things that have been long hidden within you. Maybe different talents that you didn't even know you had, that you could potentially even develop into something. And the King of Water reverse. Again, that's interesting that you have the King and Queen of Water reverse. So perhaps this is talking about a couple that, you know, like a married couple, or just a couple that have really given into their emotions more than they wanted to, I would say. Okay, so this could be you and your partner, or someone that really affects your balance and your wealth, and you're really considering, it's like, do I need these people in my life, that kind of a thing. And then for others of you, this could just be actually different parts of you where just over emotion, again, just having to regulate those emotions and thinking instead. So balancing out your thinking with the emotions is like a big theme for you. The moon, I feel like it is reversed, and this is uncovering things that are hidden. So I'm going to upright it just so we can kind of take a look at it. And I feel like this could be stating that, you know, I discovered something that I didn't even know I was passionate about, or I didn't even know I was good at, and actually it made me feel good about myself. And so there could be a renewed interest, a new feeling of vitality. And I feel like that, of course, this magician, he's older, and I feel like maybe you've kind of been there, done that on a lot of different scenarios, and all of a sudden this gives you like an excitement and a thirst for life and a rejuvenation. Which is beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know for abundance for my pile number 2? Show me now. The Ace of Water. You could have a message in pile number 1, or you know, if you feel like you can check that out. But otherwise, this is this could be like a bar mitzvah, or a christening, or someone getting pregnant, or just good news, emotional news. And I'm gonna say that this could be something, because they're both in the beginning stages very much, that someone else perhaps is bringing this news to you and is offering you that holy grail, that cup of water. Maybe that's what you're looking for and trying to manifest. And I'm gonna say that it is in the beginning stages, but whatever it is that it is exciting to you, it could be making bonsai trees, it could be beading, it could be a new passion on working on cars or painting, whatever this is. I feel like you'll have collaboration actually. And with the number 1, it's just all about new beginnings. I see a lot of new beginnings here. What else do we need to see? Why is the Ace of Water here, please? Show me now. Now, letting go of old things. The Hanged Man is actually reversed. So I feel like with all these emotions kind of being all over the place, maybe once upon a time, maybe you would have chosen things out of emotion or done things out of love and emotion for other people. Now I feel like you have a steadfast gaze, like, you know what, I've given you everything I can, and now it is time for me. And so the Hangman is hanging no longer, because otherwise he would be like this. And this is the energy, you know, number 1, new beginnings into your personal power. But in the upside down, I really love this for you, because this tells me that you have the ability to turn things around. You're looking at things from a different perspective, and you're coming out of that energy. So you already are looking at things at how they really are, instead of maybe the picture that we paint or other people paint. And for some, or one of you, I feel like this is talking about watching after older kids or children that are no longer at home, or people that energetically pulled you into a role that you've outgrown and you're kind of done with, and you want something new and vibrant and exciting for yourself. So I think that you are able to see that, you know, this situation isn't benefiting me, and these people are adults. It's okay for me to move on and pursue my passion and my dreams, because I still have a lot of life to live and a lot of love to give, right? Why is the Hangman here in the reverse, please, for pile number 2? Show me now. The World reverse. So this is not allowing situations to end, okay? And then this is the Moon. So being in touch more with your intuition is going to allow you to know when it's a good time to end things. So it could be like this dependency. For example, if people are dependent on your money or on your guidance or whatever the case may be, I feel like they may not want to let go, especially if they're financially dependent on you. But it is time for you to end that. And so it's going to take active effort on your part. In order, you have to end the old in order to welcome in the new. And I feel like that's what you're in the process of doing, okay? What else do we need to know for abundance, please? Tell me more about this magician and what we're creating. Show me now what's headed our way. Temptation, not giving in to temptation, to momentary pleasures, to overindulgences, okay? And then we have here the 10 of Air, kind of letting go of betrayals and things that have made you sad. Maybe people have said things that are not so nice about you and to you, especially if they're trying to manipulate you out of time, energy, money, blood, sweat, and tears, whatever the case may be. So it could be like, yeah, let that situation go, and then you're in it and you feel it deeply all over again. This also tells me about going within and learning lessons from within, and you go back and forth a little bit on that. So there is a need to really grab the bull by the horns and just allow things to be. Like, you know, people are going to say what they're going to say. We can't change those things. And just really be the master of your own heart and the master of your own life. Because that's really all we can do. People are going to say whatever the hell they want. But in here, we do have 5 keys that can only be found by going within. So this energy of coming in and out a little bit, like I go into hermit mode, I do some self-exploring, and then I just jump back out, in and out of it. I think that you go in and out of it because of these thoughts, these betrayals. Maybe somebody has been verbally abusive to you and things like that, and you kind of dwell on it and you tend to listen to what they have to say. So that can really affect your abundance because it affects your self-esteem as well, okay? So you want to be careful of that, because that can also be like a thief in the night, something that you'll spend more time, energy, and it's almost like chasing your tail, I heard. What else do we have? For my pile number 2, what about this? Thank you. What is that? Okay, fighting a battle. It could be an inner struggle. Fighting a battle, tug of war. People competing with you. Look, wanting to keep my resources to myself, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't. So there could be this battle, again, tug of war over your energy, over your money. And if it's not that, then it's over being just open about what it is what you want, and with other people, okay? So heartache, heartbreak, thinking about that. Maybe somebody has ghosted you, somebody left, or you feel like this is stating to me, I'm very anxious because in doing what it is that I need to do, I might be leaving these 2 people who've depended on me forever in the past, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. But leaving them, it's like leaving my heart and soul behind, and that is just incredibly painful for me to even think about. I think there's some brain fog about it, a lot of anxiety with it. And then the 7 of Swords is a need for you to kind of move on or continue your own path and head out of where it is that you are at, and really do your own thing and pursue your own vision. So you could have had a lot of people in your life that have been deceitful and users as well. And so maybe this has made you a little bit gun shy about moving on and moving forward. And this, to me, I feel like this pile is my late bloomer. Like whatever it is that you're trying to undertake, you're doing it a little bit later than maybe other people in your age group or whatever. What else do we need to know about the abundance, about this passion? You are moving ahead. You are moving. You're going to move away from things that are just over emotional outbursts, fights, strife, tug of warring, mean words. Maybe you live in a chaotic household, or you have people around you that are in chaos. Yeah, and it could feel like you're leaving them in the dark, or they could feel ghosted or abandoned by you. But really, we're all responsible for our own feelings. I don't see you as abandoning anyone, and I think people may use that as an excuse to try to manipulate you, and it's a bunch of bullshit. So I would say be very careful of that. The 7 of Wands, be sure to defend yourself when you're ready, because I feel like everything you're kind of in your thinking motion and putting out feelers in the planning stages. When you pull the trigger, you're going to have to defend yourself. And this could be a little bit overwhelming, considering that people are trying to pull on your emotional heartstrings. And you have your own like feelings of guilt or emotions about the situation as well. I feel like a lot of you guys moving, this is even physically moving. What else do we need to know? Okay, Queen of Swords. So this is clarity. This is no nonsense. This is don't F with me. This is, I know what I want. This is get out of my way, and I'm cutting out everything that doesn't benefit, help. I'm cutting out all things that hinder. I have the light here that illuminates everything, and I'm not afraid to cut everything within myself that's nonsense or within other people. So you better come at me appropriately and properly. I don't think you're standing for any BS anymore. What else do we need to know about pile number 2? Show me now. Yep. Temperance, just make sure that you are doing everything, you have a balance about it. Just know that right now is a period of alchemy. You're going to be combining the old and the new to create a third ingredient, if you will. And so it's going to be really important to keep your balance right now, not to overthink, Definitely not to overshare. These people will drag you under and drag you back and utilize whatever feelings you have about the matter. Especially if you're feeling guilty already, they'll use it as a weapon. They'll weaponize it against you. So a need for balance and a need for just temperance and trusting that everything is, you know, this temperance card, it is beautiful, but it's almost like a combustion. So you have two different ingredients that mix together, and all of a sudden you've got, like, you know, fireworks, or this third element that's incredibly beautiful as well, but it doesn't come without effort and spark. And yeah, this person is like protecting her cups as well. So be sure to protect what is near and dear to you right now, so that doesn't get sabotaged, and that there is no self-sabotage involved in your life as well. So I hope that made sense. If you like these kind of readings, smash that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you, and namaste. Hi, pile number 3. This message is for me. Want to show this up close. I've got the 4 of Air. So this may be a time that you need a timeout, a break, a little mini vacation, staycation. Some of you guys are actually recovering, recuperating from maybe an illness. I don't think it would be serious. It could be something like the flu or a cold or just not feeling well. But for most of you, I feel like you fall into the vacation, staycation category. Typically, when I think of the 4 of Air, this is the 4 of Swords, quintessential 4 of Swords. This is about laying and resting around, looking at maybe perhaps what transpired with the 3 of Swords, which would be card before it. So we're going to see where this goes. Okay. I don't know if this is dealing with heartache, heartbreak, but this is, okay, we already had some jumps about your abundance. So pile number 3. Why do we have so many planes going around? Alrighty then. So maybe this has to do with travel. Maybe you took a short journey or a trip just to get away. I heard some of you guys are in an Airbnb, just retreating, probably a solo trip to gather your mind. We're going to see what this is. Oh, love. Okay. Heartbreak, heartache, heartbreak. Is that what it is? We'll see where this goes. But this card obviously talks about love, and is a very gentle and deep and trusting thing that this girl has with a lion. I've got the 2 pillars. It always reminds me of the 2 of Wands, but it also has a slight echo of the Tower card for me anyways. Hello. Okay, the 2 of Air. So I feel like this is going to be somebody healing from relationships, okay? And that can definitely affect your abundance. What else is going on? I'm being led to look at the peacock feathers. So maybe you're thinking about how somebody is peacocking themselves out there. So maybe you had a partner that was exchanging inappropriate pictures with someone. I don't know what the case may be. We'll see what else comes through. This is a need to make a decision, and well, obviously has to do with love, right? With your heart. We're doing an abundance read, Spirit. So why is it 2 of Air here, please? Show me now. The 4 of Earth. This is about holding on to your resources. This is about not sharing a lot about what's going on with you. I keep hearing all these airplanes all of a sudden, and it wasn't like that before. I don't recall hearing that many, like, ever since I've lived here, but okay. So maybe somebody left, ghosted you, or took off with your resources. Like, it could have been they took your possessions or something like that. Let's find out what's going on. What is going on with abundance, please, for my pile number 3, and show me now. So there's a need for justice. It's a matter of number 20, personal power, because it reduces to a 2. I have a lot of 2s. This could involve somebody else. I feel like there is somebody else involved. And so perhaps somebody else affected your money, your abundance. You're feeling somewhat in lack, or you're trying to protect your current resources, okay? There is a need for that to happen right now. You are making a judgment. It's like, do I want to stay in this? Is it prosperous? Maybe you're involved in a business endeavor and you're trying to decide, you know, is this for me? Maybe some things have gone on in the business arrangement that you weren't privy to and that you discovered, or even if you are just working together with other people, then it could have had an effect on your money, okay? So, what else do we need to know about my pal number 3s? Oh, about this justice. Show me now. Yep, a need to defend yourself. You are actually standing. You're actually doing well. You're standing high and being above ground, on higher altitude anyways, being able to look down on everything else is going to be better because you have the lay of the land. You could see if anyone approaches you and on which sides. I feel like even there's a face within this rock, and I feel like this is almost just saying that maybe you were betrayed or hurt by someone that you consider to be a pillar of the community, a pillar of your life, a pillar of strength to you, and now you have to stand solo and try to figure things out. I have another 7 of water here. It's going to be maybe you're pulling away, retreating, and deciding, do I want to continue this partnership? Do I want to continue this companionship? Whatever the case may be. All right. So what about this abundance reading, please? For my pile number 3. What is it saying here for pile number 3? For abundance, show me now. There needs something, yeah. So I think that you're thinking about, what do I need to end? What exactly do I have left in my hand once all of this blows, this debris blows away? What do I have left to show for it? And you're trying to find the tangibles and the meaningfuls and the, I feel like you're doing what your personal power and what is solid in your life, what is stable in your life, because I have the 4 of Pentacles. This adds up to a 4, and then the 2 of air, 2 people having a stalemate of a situation. I've got the 4 of fire, a lack of stability in the home front, or if it's a business, then a lack of stability in the business itself, okay? So I feel like you're just trying to figure out, okay, what is going to be left when all's said and done. Oh, wow. Yep, this is about healing. So 3 of water just straight jumped out my deck like a fish. You saw it. And this talks about once upon a time things were in like a great place, a celebration, and now it is reversed, meaning that all the cups are spilled. Now, if you ever fill any cup and you flip it, you know that water or liquid goes everywhere. So I feel like those times that you are reminiscing or thinking about, or they just really turn to crap. I heard different word, but I'll spare you. So I feel like whatever it is that used to bring you joy, that you used to kind of like feel like teamwork is a dream work, all that fell. Oh my gosh, look. And then you have the stars. So you still have this within the palm of your hand, but you're debating, are you going to allow these people to stay in the picture, or whatever this situation is, or are you going to prune it and do away with it and continue on your own journey? So this is a start almost within reach. So I feel like you just have some decisions to make, whether you allow this situation. I say get rid of it. There you go. Look, I say get rid of it because you have, you've got the 2 of water here. You have a better situation for you coming, and it's going to be like they're on the same page with you. So you're not going to fight. You're not going to have all these headaches, hassles, big power struggles maybe. Yeah, just being hidden in the dark. And even if you had a betrayal, I feel like you have better things coming with somebody, or like a collaborative effort, whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life. And in fact, fish are abundant, right? That stands for abundance. And so I feel like you're going to have another partner or other people here, a different situation coming towards you. So you need to clear out the old, which is the transmuting of energy, and allow that to burn away, or do away with that in order for you to make room for what is good for you. What is good? Pile number 3. So why does it start here? So the number 17 actually adds up to, hello, I had all these jumps, so I'm taking them for you. 17 adds up to the A, and so what I'm going to say about that is the A is going to be really all about abundance. But here you have the moon, which can really hide things in the night and make us kind of doubt. So I feel like you have a lot of brain fog, a lack of clarity. Writing things down is going to be really a good practical to help you just to stabilize and see things in a rational way, because I feel like, yeah, your emotions can be clouding the situation as well. As far as like what action you need to take, it'll be easier to see it on paper and then execute a plan from there. Okay, you almost have exactly what it is that you want. So you're looking, you want to make sure that whatever it is, that if you get any feedback from other people, excuse me, messenger of earth, that you make sure that this is a stable situation, that it is grounded, that it's something that you can actually build upon and count on. Okay, so I feel like this is somebody else coming through and bringing you that kind of a message, because if you would have had that in this scenario situation, you would feel a lot more solid and not all this like cloudiness and lack of like knowing. And I feel like something got ripped out from under you, like the rug got pulled out from under your feet, or you got bamboozled, or somebody just did something and you had no awareness and it really affected your abundance. So this is actually somebody who is just really straight to the point, direct, and really true for you. Okay, that is going to be a way better situation, partnership, or just simply a messenger of earth. It could be a notification of a job or business deal or a new partner, whatever the case may be. And then I've got these reversed. I'm going to show you what they are. It's the 8 of Fire reversed. The 8 of Air came out first. That was reversed. And this is all about lack of clarity. So you're seeking lack of clarity. That's why you withdrew. Whether you actually took a vacation or just pulled away from people, same, okay? The 8 of Fire came up reversed. This is not communicating fast. You're not making hasty decisions. You're taking your time to really weigh things out, weigh your options, and you're seeking that clarity. Okay, because you know that it affects everything that you do. And indeed, I just feel like you're in self-protective mode. And look, then I have, last but not least, my Ace of Fire. So this is abundance. You're going to find your mojo again. So I feel like if you've been kind of knocked around a little bit, feeling kind of like sluggish, not energetic, I think that you are going to find your fire, your excitement, your drive. And it's actually something that other people can see from outside of you. Like, people are going to be like, oh, wow, you just seem so kind of down or not yourself lately. But now you seem like really vibrant and happy and excited. And it's because you found your mojo once again, okay? So you won't have to always be in this mode of like self-protection, because you are going to have the wherewithal to keep people away and situations away that really affect you in this negative manner that you've been affected, okay? And you're going to know also you can't be generous with everybody. So keep your coins to yourself, your abundance to yourself, your wisdom to yourself. Sometimes people will just misuse and abuse, and there's just no point in that. And that brings me to this. With that wisdom, I feel like you are going to recognize who is really here for you, the salt of the earth, what it is that you want, what is here for you. So you have abundance, actually. You have a way of making a lot more money, bringing abundance into your life. But also I feel like gifts are coming and a lot of different seeds. I feel like all these are like little wish seeds that are in her hair, and the little butterflies. So transformative powers are coming your way. Things that if you stop and look, you're going to see that things are transforming before your eyes. And so yes, I hate saying this, but here we go. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you. We don't like hearing that, especially when we're in pain. But if you happen to notice, like, this butterfly is all about transformation, and then all of these little specks in her hair are somebody who blew that little dandelion like a wish, and it landed in her hair. And these are like, you could be thinking about transplanting to a different place, moving, or transplanting different partners, whatever the case may be. It's going to be very abundant. So I do see actually monetary wealth for you, but I feel like you are going to have seeds of a new dream and more seeds of supporting that dream. So those are going to be your biggest sources of abundance, okay? Is getting your mojo back, getting your fire back, and your excitement back. So if you like this kind of reading, please do give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Much love to you, and namaste.